I just want to start by saying hi to Dave in New York. Dave from ElvisRareRecords.com. Dave recently helped me out with my record collection, specifically my American albums collection. If you look right behind me here, you can see there's some gaps in the record shelves here where my American albums usually live. I've pulled quite a few of them out today to talk about them and to talk about the ones that I still need. Dave from ElvisRareRecords.com, he contacted me asking about a Japanese single, Elvis single. And as he was a dealer, I thought, well, maybe we could help each other out here. And he sent me a copy of an album I was looking for, and I sent him the single. And so that's another reason why I'm doing this video, to ask you guys if you can help me out. If you have some of the records that I'm looking for, maybe there's something that I have that you might be interested in exchanging them for. And also, what I want to show you is a really interesting copy of one of the albums. The label designer is very curious, and I'm very interested to know what you guys out there, particularly fans who know more about American releases than I do, what you think about this, what the deal is with this particular pressing. Anyway, let's go through the albums in order. The first one I have, of course, is Elvis Presley. This is a mono copy from the 1960s. You can tell it's later, but it's got the catalogue number down there. I'll just show you the label. I'm not going to pull all the labels out because you know what they look like. But this one you can clearly see is a later label design. I think this is from the mid-60s. It's not as easy for me to date the American records as the Japanese ones. So I'm not fussed about having an actual, original first pressing. But with the 50s albums, I do want to get mono copies of each one. Doesn't matter if it's from the 50s or early 60s. In fact, there's only one 50s album that I need in mono, an old mono pressing, and that's the second album here, Elvis. This is a stereo copy from the early 70s, orange label. I think it's flexi vinyl. So I'm looking for a mono copy of that one. I'll just put that to one side. The next one, Loving You. This is the one that Dave sent me. And I'm not especially fussed. Well, I'm not too particular about condition. I don't need records and sleeves to be in mint condition, but obviously I don't want to have anything that's, knackered or trashed. So sort of VG Plus is fine for me, really. Then the Christmas album, I don't have the Lock 1035 gatefold sleeve version, but again, I'm not bothered about that. This one is fine for me. It's mono pressing from the early 60s, I think, with the army pictures on the back. Then I've got Golden Records. That's one of the first ones with the grueling takes text on the back. A very tidy copy of King Creole. That one's from 58. For LP fans only, my copy is from the mid-60s. Again, you can see the catalogue numbers down here. A Date with Elvis was originally released in a gatefold sleeve. Mine doesn't have the gatefold sleeve, but it's mono, so it's fine for me. This is another mid-60s one. And then the last 50s release was Gold Records Volume 2. This cover has seen better days, but the record sounds really good. In fact, I really like the old American pressings. You just know you're holding quality in your hands when you pick them up and when you hear them, especially. Elvis is back. So we're getting to the 60s now. With the 60s, I'm not bothered mono or stereo. I just want one copy, and it must be black label RCA Victor. So this is pretty beat up mono copy. The cover's beat up anyway. The record sounds really good, so that one's fine. GI Blues is the next one. This is a stereo one from the mid-60s. As you can see, I put this blooming great ugly sticker over the Victor logo. Now the next one is one that I'm looking for. It's his hand in mine. That's the copy that I have. It's an orange pressing from, I think it's probably from about 1971, because the inner sleeve goes up to Love Letters, as you can see. Kind of a rigid vinyl, that one. So I need a black label copy of that one, stereo or mono. Then we've got Something for Everybody. This is in stereo. Still got the original price sticker there on the back. Blue Hawaii, that's in stereo, that's another nice copy. And Potluck, so stereo. Now a mono copy of Girls, Girls, Girls. Bit of ring wear there, but not too bad. Now, the next one is the mystery pressing that I was talking about before. It's my copy of It Happened at the World's Fair. It's got, I can just get this out. It's got the original inner sleeve, that blue one, going up to World's Fair, I think is the last one on there, isn't it? At the bottom right there. But have a look at this label design. If I can get that in there. So you see it's got that like ridge on the outside there. It's like a raised ridge. And then there's like a pressing ring on the inside. Just coming away from the center hole there. And that is completely different to anything else that they were making at that time. So we'll come back to that in a moment. I have a theory about that. Pretty wild theory. See what you think when we get to another album. But if you know why the record looks like that, please let me know. The next one, Golden Records Volume 3. It's a mono copy. Then I've got this stereo copy of Fun in Acapulco from 63. Well, the next one is one that I'm looking for. Okay, so this is the third one I'm looking for. This is my copy of Kissing Cousins. As you can see, it's got the later RCA Victor logo on it. This one's actually a tan label. I've actually got two tan labels, so there you go. And there's one that I've got for swaps if anyone's interested. But I am looking for a black label version of that, either stereo or mono. Roustabout mono from early 65. Girl Happy, this is also mono. Got a lot of mono ones actually from the 60s. Elvis for Everyone. Just make sure they don't fall down. Harem Scarum, another mono. Frankie and Johnny, mono. Paradise Hawaiian style, mono. Then I think the mono ones start getting a bit more difficult to find in America. Spin Out stereo. Now the next one is the last one that I'm looking for. This is Double Trouble. This is the 1977 pressing. Now, have a look at that label design. Just ignore the white bits. This is where they've cut the RCA Victor logo away and the word Victor. Don't worry about that. Just look at the design of that. You see how it's got that ridge, that raised ridge around the outside, and that pressing ring in the middle there. This is from 1977. So if we go back to that copy of It Happened at the World's Fair, that is very similar. Do you think it's possible that this record with 1963 labels was pressed in 1977? Is that possible? It's a 1S, and it's got an I for Indianapolis. So you might say, well, how come? Why would they do that when they've got an original cover, an original inner sleeve? Why would they still have those original covers lying around in 1977? However, I do have this copy of Girls, Girls, Girls from 1976 with the 1960s design cover. I know it's from 76 because it's a tan label, and I know it's not a Frankenstein because the label has got that ugly orange sticker that it has on the front cover here. So that's my theory. I can't really believe it's true, but does anyone have another idea about that copy of It Happened at the World's Fair? Anyway, let me just quickly run through the rest of these 60s albums. How Great Thou Art, another mono one. Clambake, this one is stereo, I believe. Yep. Gold Records Volume 4, again with the ugly sticker on the front there. That's black label. And the last black label I think they made was Speedway which is here. This one has the bonus picture as well. So just to run through those again. So I am looking for black label, stereo or mono copy of Double Trouble, His Hand in Mine, Kissing Cousins, it's got lost somewhere down here, and a mono black label copy of Elvis. So if you've got any of those for trades, please let me know in the comment section below. In fact, I'll put my email address down there as well. You can just contact me directly if you like. What else have I got to tell you about very quickly? Oh yeah, this book is now available. Aloha Elvis, Through the Eyes of Japan, Aloha from Hawaii via satellite. It's a picture book, collection of photos with quite a bit of English text in there as well. I'll let you know how to get hold of this in the comment section below. I'm going to be doing a video, a live stream with Mark from Mark's Elvis for Everyone channel in the next few days, hopefully, about this book. We'll be talking about this in more detail. And of course, you can still get that monster Japanese Elvis discography available as well. So that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Any comments as well, most welcome. Speak to you next time. Cheers.